My fellow deadheads, we are back. We're continuing this side quest grind. If you watched the last episode, we forged a couple swords. We helped started a bathhouse, found some dragon bones. Now, we're gonna continue this murder investigation here. I don't know if I want to hit F. I think I might hit F first, then hit G. And then we'll work our way all the way up here to the A. We might knock out the enough, because we can't do high toll. Quest is glitched, or the task is. Feast for the Poor requires me to pick a very hard lock, so we're not going to be able to do that quest for probably never. But we're going to continue this little side quest task grind, and then we might jump into the main story. We'll just have to see what pans out. So, let's head down to the F. For Fudge It.
Go.
So far, I've actually really enjoyed the little side quests and stuff. They actually bring a lot to the story. Not the main story, but kind of help with the world building. You know, make you feel like you're actually a part of it. You get to do some things. I know a lot of people don't like that you have to play as just Henry. But I mean, if you played the first one and got through the whole game, playing as Henry again, I mean, you just feel like you're Henry. I know it's better to customize your own little character or whatever, but if the story's really good, I don't mind playing a preset character. And Henry's very fleshed out, and you kind of get to choose his destiny, so I really like it a lot. Let me know your thoughts on that. I mean, would you rather have your own custom character in this, or do you think this Henry just does fine? I mean, you get to work on all your skills anyway, so... And you don't ever really see Henry's face unless it's... Well, that's a lie. You see him in all the cutscenes, and then... I guess when you're putting on armor. Which I do like the fact that, you know, what armor you have on, that's the armor in the cutscene. I like when games do that. A lot of games in the old days would have, like... Just like a preset armor thing it would show, and not what you had on. I don't like that at all. Alright, so we arrived here at the... Not really the coal burners, I guess. We gotta ask around. Let's see what the quest is telling us here. Try and find out what happened to Stanya, the alehouse maid. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this at night. People probably aren't gonna be happy that I'm waking them up. Like, hey, what's going on here? Huh? What we can do, though, is... do a little food. Wow, that looks scrumptious. Looks like slop. Alright, I don't think I have any armor kits, because my armor is looking like it's damaged a little. Also, Henry's kind of tired, so... Oh, that's gonna put a big dent in his sleep. Probably should have slept before I came here. I wonder if there's somewhere I can sneakily sleep. I doubt it. We're at a sawmill. You ain't got a pile of hay I can just lay down on. Let's see if there's any camps I've discovered near here. Probably not. No, it's not looking like it. Yeah, I should have definitely slept there before I came here. Okay, it's okay. Let's see how bad if we wait. Is that going to affect our sleep? Oh, no. Alright. So, we'll just have to go back to that town, sleep, and then come back here. This guy's looking suspicious.
Oh,
Might have to take this guy out. Was it 3 of y'all?
to hell with you!
Alright, bandits, come here. Come on, I'll take... Damn, you're gonna hurt Mutt that bad off one hit. Alright, come on, boys.
I'm all yours!
So, who wants to attack first? Come on. Alright, I got this guy behind me. You're not doing any damage.
Oh, Christ!
Alright, come on, boys. Come on.
Show your stuff!
Hey, my armor must be really good.
You're no match for us, fucker!
Oh, finally got a hit out on me.
You want to try me?
I really do. Alright, come on, boys. Okay.
Do it!
I gotta get this guy with the shield down first.
Wanker!
Alright, come on. Come on, swing, go ahead. There it is. What the fuck? Damn! Well, that guy almost killed me. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and bandage up. That's very annoying.
Greetings to you.
Charcoal burner.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Alright, that's all I needed to know. You probably did. Now, if I was the foreman, I would be hanging out somewhere comfy. You're not the foreman, you're actually working. Oh, that's probably him.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
What? I'm looking for her.
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
I'd sneak into your house to see if she was there, perchance.
You can forget about that, you snoop.
You asked what else I'd do.
It seems to me you've got this all figured out. Just
This
like a
dude's
real
so the
murderer.
murderer trying
So
to
it's
flip
time
it.
for you to go, lad. Get the hell out of here. Scram!
Till we meet again.
Head in, man. I'll beat your head in, man. I'm gonna go through your stuff. Yeah. Oh, there's a lady here. I thought you just said a woman wouldn't be here. What kind of lock is this?
Hey!
I've been looking
Who
for
are
you.
you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. I don't want to hurt you.
So, what do you want from me then?
Lumir asked me to find out what happened to you. He thought you were dead.
I could have saved.
Lumir?
I could have saved so many
From the rat
lockpicks if I
house?
just checked this door
He
first.
sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenburg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenburg since... I don't even know when.
Why'd you run away?
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenburg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
Oh, that was that bald dude then.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha, and what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Okay. You try to remember.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually,
There we go.
I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip. Like a miner or swordsman.
All right.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St.
I doubt he'd
Peter
have
and
that
St.
strong of a
Paul.
grip, Henry.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough. Especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
We can ask about the boat.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers. The lecher. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring. Couldn't have been him.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know?
I
So
can
I
do
can
that.
finally
yes,
stop being
we'll catch
afraid.
him.
I'll stop by if I can.
Farewell, my friend.
Okay.
Come on, lad, take a bath. You stink like a pig.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad
You're lying.
said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
Ah, God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Denner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Denner? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I need to
I'm
make sure
looking
she's
for-
alive.
Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
All right, where'd she go?
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenburg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stenner thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenburg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Denner's scarf? Do you
Maybe
still have
Mutt
it?
can smell it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
Yeah,
All the same
nice.
to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have
he
been
following
William?
her?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
I doubt it's
And could
the
it have been
father.
Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
All right, I'll go check it out.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Farewell. And wash up a bit so you don't...
All right, so apparently I'm stinky and looking rough.
Did you hear who died?
I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him cough.
Like blood? Oh. Looks like it's old and dried up. I don't see. Oh. Oof.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh. She's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Probably get it out of her hand.
Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead.
What?
Oh, is it a bandit? Hold up. You bandits here?
What are you doing with that?
Get away with that weapon! That's more like it. Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, Scalets.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Scalets, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina. How about that?
Deal.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win.
Taste my steel! That was a good fight.
That was not a good fight. That was easy.
Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, you wanted to know about stamina. It's a good idea to start by limbering up and stretching your body a bit. Then you won't strain your muscles as often. This may sound like cheap advice, but it's not something that should be underestimated.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
All right. Improve my vitality. You'd love to see that. Sir, I have urgent news about the murder mystery case. Wake up.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's
talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it
true.
against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
That's over jealousy. That's a little different, Catherine.
Yarka started working for the von Grolle family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolle's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
She went
Before
to
her
dances?
death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop
very
first,
suspect.
Lydia.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake, and I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But Yarka spent her evenings out on the town, not with Prokop. Whoever killed her must have met her out and about.
But we can't possibly know that.
That's true. We've got little to grasp at. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Oh, look at the... Look at that. We're just going to have
She
to...
said she
go through
returned
them.
from
I'm
the
sorry,
baths
yeah.
in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. Stanya mentioned young von Grolle used to visit her. She said he was quite fond of her.
After a few beers, everyone wants to cop a feel. You have to nip it in the bud without upsetting anyone, because it could end badly.
She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, But the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya,
he's German.
The murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenburg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck.
So William's popped up.
Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the
stories,
charcoal
right?
burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No.
Nope.
Unfortunately,
she's in the woods, unfortunately.
And where did you find her?
Pretty
that's
far
what Henry
away.
just said. That's funny.
Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others.
Von Grohl is probably
Judging
it.
by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
Oh, there's valuables? I could have looted them.
She said someone
I didn't
followed
know
her on
there was a
horseback
basket
from
near.
Kuttenburg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body. That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Oh, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yeah.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdenna robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Von Grolle also groped Stanya, and his servant drove her away.
You're a fucking bastard.
That's more than coincidence, isn't it? It really must be one of them.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's
Henry's
nothing
on
else
it.
we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
All right.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Hendel in sword fighting.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it.
Are you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. Please, come in. Go to the courtyard. You'll have more than enough room there. I'll send the young master to you immediately.
All right, we got access. Nice. That was super easy. This is the courtyard I'm supposed to be in?
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Menhard said I'd have to wait a while for my lessons.
Well, that's true. But we had an opening, and Master Menhard immediately thought of you.
But of course. That's good. It doesn't matter. I'm actually glad it turned out like it did. At least Mother will leave me alone for a while.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much. She'd rather have me praying all day and
He does
night
have
like
a
her.
German
Maybe
accent.
a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first I want to see if you have anything to teach me. Ready?
I'm not. I've only got a sharp weapon.
Really? You wanted to draw iron right away. Well, I can lend you one. But next time, bring your own. Fertig zum Teufel! Hier!
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Yes. The young lord learned it the hard way.
And after a few lessons, you'll only get better.
I hope so. I know the basic steps, but lack the finesse. I admit.
Excellent. That's enough for today. But before I go, I'd like to ask you something. What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course. It is fitting for someone of my standing.
And what about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah. A cleaver is more fitting for some yokel or bandit. Or a butcher. And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it. I wouldn't be ashamed of that one. But otherwise, they are for fat burghers and poor mercenaries.
And what about an axe? Have you ever held one?
No! Do you take me for a woodcutter?
Have you ever killed anybody?
What kind of question is that? Of course not.
I meant in battle.
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk. I want you to practice the basic posture. Nice and slow.
Yes, master.
Hey, man, watch where you're swinging that sword. Damn, I need to get into that that hard chest. But I don't think I can pick that lock. Oh, I can. It'll be my first hard lock. Oh my goodness.
Shit.
What's this dog doing here? Quiet! Go away!
Ah.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Quiet! Go away! Damned mutt! Christ!
Busted.
Between the town hall.
Keeps hair in his chest. You sick puppy. We busted him.
Greeting. Oh, you
That's crazy.
Greetings.
Good day.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I found the hair, man.
Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
It's him and
What was it?
William.
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him.
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap
Catherine,
and catch him in
that's
the
up
act?
to you.
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do
I was
it.
about to say, why not
But
Catherine?
you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
All right. Do we get a cutscene or do we have to wait a day or two?
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Gets me from all sides! Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me! Get rid of her! Disgrace! Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust? As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Handel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Handel?
Handel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Oh, I think I still have the training sword. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? There's supposed to be a guy in here? Where's the... What? What? Am I gonna have to reload? I'm trapped. I think the quest glitched. Am I trapped in here? What is going on? So confused. Alright, hold on, we're gonna have to reload. Apparently it glitched because there's no guy in there. And I couldn't get out.
I feel quite hungry!
I'll get you!
Oh. Oh. Whoa, why?
And you'll get another right away!
Yeah, let me pull out my sword, big dog. Yeah, just in case I want to go in y'all's house again. What is this map of the secret mint? Hold on, what is that? Interesting.
No, Catherine!
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you?
The quest didn't
Hands
glitch.
off,
The guy just
you-
didn't come in the room.
You heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation?
Oh, so the
Of
mom
course
was
not.
behind it.
But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
Do you realise you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She
That's
deserved
crazy.
it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
So it's murder.
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores, and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why
Lady,
kill those
you got
girls?
it twisted.
Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
But lady, you're
What
going
about
to
the
hell.
hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell! All of you!
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight.
It literally.
And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
You are tripping,
you hear
lady.
that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her over to the law.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people. If she's lucky, they'll just hang her. If not, she'll be buried alive.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to us. They can't just let her go.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You'll see that all these rich burgher and lords have their own justice.
That won't happen. I guarantee you she...
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff, and you won't be judging her.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. She must be punished. And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away, and may God protect you if they set her free.
Don't worry. I'll take her away.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish.
Awkward silence.
But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was.
Who's that guy?
Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And how did it go? Did she try to blame it all on her dead servant?
Not at all. She started screaming how she hadn't done anything wrong, that those Czech whores deserved it.
Fucking shameless bitch. The nerve.
I think it's more likely she's gone mad from it all. No sane person will consider that a defense of their actions.
A sane person doesn't kill random women walking by.
Exactly. And what do they plan to do with her?
They're discussing it, and will surely continue to do so. Maybe they'll execute her, but more likely they'll lock her up somewhere and let her fester.
I told you so!
She won't escape punishment, and won't hurt anyone else again. Maybe she'll live, but now they can't pretend nothing happened.
All right. What will you do
what
now?
What will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumir?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
Could it have gone
we
better?
could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
What's the reward? Well, a night shield. I could have just stole that a long time ago. Okay. Hey, I'm bleeding. Why am I bleeding? Oh, where that dude roughed me up because I didn't pull my sword out fast enough. I didn't expect him to come barreling through the door. But... Alright, now... I say we just go do these fights and we'll have to call her an episode. I'm not going to be able to get to the quest tipsters because it's nighttime. We'll just pick those up in another episode.
Easy, good horse.
That horse wasn't...
Go! Go!
Okay, we'll do these fights. The next episode we'll probably do the main quest, and I'm sure that tournament will be ready by the time... Yeah, 4 days.
Go!
Yeah. We should be able to hit the tournament if it happens in time in that next episode. Oh, the quest tipster. I feel like it's too late to pick up the quest. We're gonna try it real quick.
What are you doing, prowling?
I'm not even fucking prowling, dog.
Whoop some air. It's time to get the Fight Club going.
What can I do?
Tell me.
Lord the bailiff out the tavern. So those damn thieves. Look at them run. Yeah.
What do you need, sir?
Tell me, where can I find...
They meet in the pen behind the inn. So, but don't let the bailiff catch you.
That'll be all. Alright, let's go catch a fight. Alright, guys, so I just did the fight thing. I'm probably not going to include the fighting, just because it was... I mean, it was so quick, it's not worth even putting in the video. But he told me to go to Kuttenburg, and that's where our next round of fights are.
What's going on around?
And you know how I was telling...
What about?
Well...
Why is that?
Can you...
Alright, so we'll just pick up this quest real quick. I'm going to skip all the dialogue. They didn't even give me a quest. Did he? Nope. Alright, so... Can't do high qual. Skip this. What? Alright, well then just give me a freaking... Yeah, new quest, of course. Bing bang. Oh, well, that's perfect. I'll pick that up on the way to Free Hans. Anyways, alright, so we just picked up a, another quest. I mean, shocker. Real shocker right there. But, we're gonna call it an episode. That's where the new quest is. But we're gonna call it an episode, my fellow deadheads. Okay, sorry, he's very loud. We're gonna continue with the main story after this. I know it's 2 hefty episodes of just nothing but side quests, but I still think the side quests in this game are great. I have fun doing them. They don't feel like a chore, and most of them are unique. I've had like 1 or 2 that you don't get rewards, but it's alright. You still get XP along the way and level your skills up and blah blah blah. Alright, my fellow deadheads, we're gonna call it an episode. I just picked up another quest. We're gonna not worry about that. Next episode, we're doing main quest. And probably the Kuttenburg tournaments. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. It is Dead Boy out.